and we're going to do a preview of Chelsea versus Arsenal coming up in a couple of days. And we have the people who are going to be representing either side. We have proper Gunner, the Sammy man, the king of the Gunners in London. That Sammy man is already, you can see, he's already alien us, and we are aliening him back. And then we also have the king of the blues all the way from Canada. Yes, so. Thankfully, it seems he has calmed down a bit because Newcastle just finished dishing out.
Relaxing a minute.
I think he has stepped down a bit because, I can imagine their annoyance and their anger at that last-minute defeat. But we thank you guys for joining us. We thank you. We are always happy to welcome you on the show because you guys give us very good discussions and analysis. And we're going to preview a very big derby. And it's going to be at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, Arsenal. And back in the days, some of us that were in Nigeria when we were growing up, this used to be like one of the biggest games of the season, Chelsea versus Arsenal. And because of that reason, even though back in the day you say it was a big derby, it is still a big derby in my opinion. So it's good that we're going to have proper fans who can discuss it, people who have a lot of history, who know a lot of history about book clubs. So we're going to jump right in. I'm going to ask the first question. Basically, we have the question here, which says, in the past decade, which was your favorite victory over your rivals? So I'm going to start with Sammy. So which was in the past decade, that's the one that just gone by, which was your favorite win? And just tell us why.
To be honest, right, I've got a couple, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to go with the one at Stamford Bridge, which we won 5-3, I think. That was in 2011, 12.
I remember that.
Van Persie, right? Yeah. Van Persie had scored 3 goals, and that was. To be honest, right, like I said, right, I've got a couple, right, and also the one we won at the Emerald, but obviously this game is away, so I'm gonna go with an away victory. Do you know what I mean? Which is the 5-3 we won at Stamford Bridge. So yeah, that's my.
Was that the one John Terry? I think it slipped.
Yeah.
Terry in that match anyway. I remember something happened to John Terry in that match.
Did Gerard. Sleepy Terry, man.
Sleepy Terry. I definitely, for me, that's one of the best games of the Premier League era. For me, that match was sweet. That's why immediately you mentioned, I just remember this Premier League.
Excellent football, man. That was just football, man. You always remember, man.
Yeah. Good choice. Okay, let's go to Idris. Which one is your favorite?
Usually, aside that game, most of the games are always my favorite because Drogba just bullies. But what I actually love the most, and I actually thought about it, I was racking my head. It had to be the UEFA Cup because they would never win it. Would never win a cup.
Hi.
Bro, I just mean, man. Come on, that's too fresh, man.
It's too fresh, exactly.
The way you went at the 5-3-1, I'm like,
it's too fresh, man. It's too fresh in my system, man. Oh,
sorry,
God.
Bro.
Come on.
You went like straight nightmare. I'm like, I remember that game. I was like, which one was it? Then I remember, I'm like, we don't have to go too far now. Like, we just go to Europe. Let's just right in the corner. Our director of football, best thing ever.
Oh no, Peter.
They don't get the
check, right?
We hire our director. We hire their goalie back, but we actually loaned him to you, and he took us
back.
Check.
Again, check. And then Giroud scored in that match.
I know.
Prodigal sons, you loan some people the job, some other people don't do the job. So we flipped their own double agents.
And then Hazard used it as a sign off. Hazard was just like, okay, see you guys later. It's a sign out. 2 goals.
It did, man. Oh man, that was painful, man. I tell you that.
Fantastic. Okay, those are good choices. We'll go to the second question and we can fire on. Like this is just like a segue based on, like you were talking about, double agents, players who have played for both sides. And this is one thing that is very prevalent between Arsenal and Chelsea. We have probably in the past decade, maybe close to 10 players. So my question is, for the players who have played for both sides, like which one for you is the biggest traitor? So out of all the list of players who went maybe from Arsenal to Chelsea or Chelsea to Arsenal, so I'll go with Idris this time. Which one for you was the biggest traitor?
Simple, David Luiz. Easy. Easy. There's no that easy. Simple call, David Luiz. Like, there was almost nobody yet until that. I'm like, dude, really? Like, David Luiz.
What about Gallas, man? Gallas.
Nah, fam, Gallas served. He served. Yeah, we could have been like, okay, he actually left, but we've actually gained more players from you than we've lost to you.
I would say.
You know. So Gallas, okay, you know what? Gallas, he served. Like, fine, he shouldn't have played for Arsenal, but again, if you can think about it, Gallas has played for Tottenham.
True though. Yeah. He's been around anyway. So. Yeah.
So we can all say Gallas is everybody's babe in London.
Show free.
That's
the word right there.
I cannot be hurt, Tottenham had, I can't be hurt. But Luiz, no.
But do you really miss him, Idris? Do you really miss him in your defense? Is he somebody you think if he was there, Chelsea's defense would be better now, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, right. Yes. And I get where Sammy was coming from, saying Arsenal right now, they don't see themselves stringing in like 5 straight wins. But I was telling them after the next 5 games it will come, and you guys have this interesting fixtures where you have a huge amount of like big teams at once. Then after some time, you start to have like a breather. So when those breathers come, you would see yourself, and it's because of the kind of coach you have, and it's acceptance. Yeah, it's acceptance that okay, this is what I have. But guys, this is how we are going to play. But I understand this is what I have. You understand? So I could see that coming, and David Luiz will come clutch for you guys. But he's erratic, but he will come.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I mean, sincerely, right? I pray so anyway. I hope so.
Okay. No problem. Okay, I'll throw the question open to Sammy too. So for you, who was the biggest traitor from
listen, I don't even need to say anything. I don't need to say much, man. You know where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Cashley Cole.
Cashley.
You know it, bro. You saw it coming, right? Cashley Cole, man. Jesus Christ.
There's no other one.
Oh man, that was literally right now. I'm fuming right now. Just thinking about it, like alone. Just like imagine what it did to us now. Then, I'm just fuming right now. Just, aside you, you want to go Chelsea? He went behind our back. Do you know what I mean? Had a meeting with Mourinho then, and all that, bro. Man, I'm just fuming right now.
And I remember. Do you remember? It was the quotes in the book. That he said, they offered me, was it 25 grand or something? He said, I just slammed the brakes on the car. I was like, what? He was so disgusted by the money Arsenal were offering him. That's why they called him Ashley.
Exactly. So literally, just, I've got nothing on my mind than just Ashley Cole, man. He's, now I'm okay with him right now. Do you know what I mean? Because
you're not.
He's just. No, seriously, bro. If that
guy becomes the coach of Chelsea, which is possible, that it can happen.
Idris, right? Back then, right? If I met him, right, back then, I would have punched him in the face, right? I would have, literally, bro. I would have punched him in the face, right? And wait, for police to come around and speak to us about it. But right now, if I see him, I'll be like, okay, just go, mate. I haven't got your time, bro. Do you know what I mean? But back then, right, bro, he was mad. Literally, you know what I mean? He was just, Ashley Cole was just something else when it comes to, just trying to play Arsenal and everything. But anyway, he went Chelsea, right, and he won trophies. And,
I think,
he did well at Chelsea, so there's nothing I can do about it.
To be honest, the Ashley Cole situation, right, is, I just think it was that turning point of players and money. Let's be honest. I'm surprised that Arsenal offered him that 25 grand. I'm surprised. 1, 2. They literally had the best left back in the world sitting on.
But don't forget, right? He came through Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Arsenal, right? Yeah. So that money, right, is gonna get right. Yeah. To me, I don't think it's that low, because if Arsenal bought him from a club, right, paid money, we wouldn't have offered him that low. But because he came through the ranks, right, we thought, you know what, let's offer him that. right? Let's keep him. Then later in the future, we offer him more money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, he wanted more money, so he thought that's just shit, man.
But I don't think I think we take it for granted to also looking at the project. Let's be very honest. Like Mourinho's got a freaking silver tongue, man. Like he must have toasted that boy in the club. You know this guy. Think about he broke out of his house. He's underage. He went to the club. Then somebody
Mourinho. What you're saying about Mourinho, Idris? What you're saying about Mourinho is true. He almost got Gerrard from Liverpool. Gerrard was elected. Almost. It was exactly. It was that close.
So one person is more loyal than the other. It's just normal. They toasted the guy. The guy looked at
for me. For me, it's not like because I think it was the disrespect that he showed to Arsenal after leaving.
Yeah.
For me, that was
wait.
I see the way he was talking about Arsenal when he left. Come on, that's
who has not disrespected Arsenal?
Go away.
But
Arsenal were hot that time. Arsenal were
captain.
hot. I think that was the invisible seasons now. I mean, it was after that he left.
No, it was after the
he left after.
About a year or 2 years after the invisible.
So they don't deserve disrespect at that time because they were still hot. They were like the best team in England in one of the Europe, and he disrespected them.
When he moved, weren't we already England champions? We were.
No. It was after he moved.
It was after he moved. Right?
I remember when your manager, what was his name again?
Ranieri.
Ranieri, right? Yeah, when he was there, you guys gave him second.
Yes.
Right? Then when he moved, Mourinho, you guys won the league.
Yeah.
You know, you guys won the league.
The project was hot, man. Like it was really hard. He was young, and even he would say, I'm pretty sure Ashley would tell you, I could have done it a completely different way.
Yeah.
But the decision he made.
I think he said actually.
Yeah, he said he could have.
I think I listened to one of his interviews, right? He said that.
Yeah. You wish he had done it completely different. Yeah. But if you look at the decision he made, let's be honest, on his career, couldn't have gone any better. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody will say, "Oh, Mikel Obi." Think about it. Mikel Obi actually signed for United.
You won the shirt. You won the shirt.
And a week, 2 weeks later, I saw my boy in the Chelsea. I was not understanding what was going on. But in that boy, I was sure mom and chop the money. I was supporting.
No, for me, like basically, you guys know me from the forum. I never blame players for moving for money. It's a career. It's a short career. If you can make that money, For me, it's just about showing the respect. If you want to chop that money, chop the money and go. But don't start bad-mouthing the club or don't live in a bad way. You know. So for me, that's the problem. Chop your money, man. It's a short career. Go and make your money.
They came for Ashley. If you remember, he also had a similar situation of the Sterling situation, racism, but at the same time, basically, if he was more matured or had good media around him,
and all that,
advices, I think he would have handled it different. It's like LeBron James, like when he was leaving Cleveland to Miami, and he did all that like media bleed. Money-wise, branding-wise, was huge. Everybody watched it. But LeBron also said the same thing Ashley said. Looking back, he would have completely handled it differently because a lot of hearts were broken. You know, he went back there, won them a trophy, did what he was supposed to do, then he left. Same thing with Ashley. When you were younger, I think you do things from a different perspective.
Absolutely, you do.
You always see good advisors around you, maybe for those kind of things,
Absolutely,
Because for me, I don't mind a player leaving. Like Raheem Sterling too, was quite young when he left to Man City, but the way he left, that's why Liverpool fans will boo him. But maybe somebody like, let's say for instance, another player that left around the same time, who we sold for big money. You know, like we didn't boo Coutinho when Coutinho came back. We're just like, okay, it was Suarez that we're even booing, which is surprising. Also, Suarez left in a bad way, but Suarez was also because Suarez is a bastard now.
Suarez is just he's an animal, man.
He's an animal. So the way you live matters.
He doesn't care.
The way you live matters. Like Sterling also, he was young, maybe he didn't have good advisors, so he also left in a bad way. He went on BBC interview, started saying, they are keeping him like prisoner, all those things. Like, come on, if you want to leave, go and make your money, but don't start bad-mouthing the club. That's for me. That's what I think.
I was watching on Sky one time I can't remember who they were talking about in terms of it was Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire did the exact same thing we were just talking about in Leicester. He was like, they showed the guy money. The guy was like, forget this, man. I'm out.
I mean,
like
it's about your family anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like
what
we
you need to
forget
make,
this.
but yeah, at the right
I
time.
remember.
So
I remember
whenever
when
you go out, there's
this
something
week
right
was watching Musa for going to Saudi Arabia. Was it Saudi Arabia or Qatar or something? And Igalo for going to China. Again, I asked a question. I said, if you are related, because Igalo's family is actually in Calgary. His sister lives in Calgary. Yeah,
Okay.
so I think he comes here once in a while. We all run into the guy.
I know, yeah.
So, but like, the thing is, because I know that family in my head, I'm thinking, if now my brother with a good China, they collect 300K. You know,
You don't care.
I don't
Exactly. You don't really care. Nothing like loyalty. And it works both ways. That's the thing. You know, clubs will say, oh, players should be loyal, But clubs are not always loyal too. If they see another, they'll kick you out. They'll just sell you.
Money.
Let's use American sports. American sports is an example. MLS, right? Because I'm here, follow the MLS. Do you know the MLS? You can be wearing an Arsenal jersey now. After this interview, he's finished talking to us, right? Assuming this is Sky Sports. He's finished talking to us. And immediately, tomorrow, he gets traded to another team. Without even consent.
Yeah. Man.
Like, those guys are like, no. So, again, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. That's a very good discussion about what we consider traitors and the people who will say, oh, they're traitors. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I just think a footballer can move without being disrespectful. But yeah, so Ashley Cole for Sammy and then David Lewis for Idris. Okay. So we go to the third question, and this is one. It's a subjective one. It's one that I would expect a bit of an in-depth discussion. So my question is, based on current form, who will you consider the bigger club? Which club will you consider the bigger club, Arsenal or Chelsea? I'll go with Sammy first this time. Which is the bigger club, Arsenal or Chelsea?
Sammy, before you start,
I think
I'm gonna let you finish.
Calm down.
I'm about to put
down.
the Kanye West right
Ola, I think
Let Sammy answer now.
Sammy will answer.
I think
answer
you
pressing up.
just calm down now. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Come on. I will love you. Ola, yeah. See, you said it. Or you said based on current form, right? Yeah. Based on what's going on recently, right? I would say Chelsea right now.
But I did not say better club. I did not say better club.
Yeah, I mean,
a bigger club and not be better than them at the moment. So that's my question.
Yeah,
bigger club.
To be honest, right, I've got my own opinion, right? Yeah. My opinion, right, is simple, right? If we look at in England, right, in London, I would say Arsenal is bigger than Chelsea, right? Because if you go by history and everything, right, in England, Liverpool, right, I would say Liverpool is the biggest club in England to me. Do you know what I mean? Some would say, oh, it's not. Some would say, no. To me, it's Liverpool, followed by United, right, and Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Because if you look at trophies, titles we won and everything, right, it's just way ahead of Chelsea. You know what I mean? Altogether, put them all together. But if you look at Europe, generally, as in Europe altogether, I'll put Chelsea ahead of Arsenal because they've won European titles, they've won Champions League, they've won the Europa League and all that. You know what I mean? So they've got that edge over Arsenal when it comes to Europe as a whole. You know what I mean? But talking about England, in London and all that, in England, I'll pick Arsenal. I have Chelsea, 110%. You know what I mean? Because talk about fans, we've got more fans than Chelsea in England, and even worldwide.
Worldwide, I was going to say worldwide, man, bro. I'm going to be neutral. I'm supposed to be neutral, but man, I think worldwide. I'm supposed to be neutral, but I think worldwide, Arsenal have more fans.
I think Chelsea, right, started gathering fans, right, when this rich man came to Chelsea. I'm moving towards his name. When he came to Chelsea, right?
So much money.
Can we just forget his name as if he's that guy that entered the country club? That's how you know rich people in London.
They run him out. I'm very sure he started supporting Chelsea when the man came there. I'm very sure he did this. You.
Roma.
I swear by the Quran, I used to support Chelsea. So I will actually be honest. If you remember back in the day, right, when they used to do football made in Germany,
Yeah,
They would show it more. Yeah. Back in the day, there. And they would show the Premier League, but it wasn't what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
English football, it wasn't like what it is. So I would like the color of the jersey. My favorite color is blue. But then I would see, and again, I know this might sound, a lot of people are going to use this against me.
For sure. Go ahead, please.
Cologne, FC Cologne used to have like, was it white? They used to wear white and black or something like that. And it was just an easy color match, right? Then Tottenham has white and black, and they had Jurgen Klinsmann. So I used to be a fan of Klinsmann, right? And there was another guy they had that used to have long hair,
Striker.
A striker in Tottenham.
Man.
David
Ginola.
Ginola,
yeah. Fine boy. That guy, fine boy.
I used to be a fan of Ginola, right? So, but then you were in London, I was, learning a lot about like the whole London teams. That was my whole. But yes, you're right. If I was to look at like big clubs, the Manchester United and Liverpool was just all over commentary that time. They were always talking
100%.
about 100%. Yeah. So even then, Arsenal to me was like, it's a big club, but based on the achievements and how they've gathered, but it was like, okay, it's Arsenal, right, in London. Then I used to be Jurgen Klinsmann and their black and white match of jersey. If you notice now, it's artistic. Back then, it was just simple. Chelsea's blue was just something I liked. So I have this variety of teams. I like, if you're on TV, I'll just go and stand there and one guy stood out and made me was the beginning of me becoming a fan of Chelsea was Gianfranco Zola. I could not understand that short guy controlled everything. Yeah. So me, I was also small by stature then, and I was like, if Zola can do it, Nima can do it. You know something. When they say representation matters, it matters a lot. You see yourself with somebody. I was like, this guy did one. Then Atlanta 96, Celestine Babayaro was there. That was raining in Nigeria that time, so it was like Sele was there. Then the first black captain I saw was Marcel Desailly. He was in Chelsea. That was just what cemented my following of Chelsea. There was a Nigerian guy there. Marcel Desailly was a France 98 captain. No, Deschamps was France 98 captain, but Marcel Desailly was that team. Yeah. He was Chelsea captain. He was a black guy. And for some reason, I saw myself in this team more than any other team that I was following. So I just had invested for no reason. I cannot really tell you his scoring that made it. I just had my vested in it. When Abramovich bought the team, it was just like I'm following this team, and that was it. Like it was, that was my.
But you have not answered the question. It's good that you gave us background history, but
based on big okay. My answer is in two parts: factual and non-factual. Factual, I follow what Sami saying because the country club guy. That is calling Abraham that guy.
That guy. He's that guy, man. I don't care what really. He's that guy.
That kind of money, I mean that guy.
He's that guy.
Because Sami has that money, so I factually agree. Non-factual, in the last 10 years, where we are Gameweek, Arsenal cannot be carrying.
But the question did not say last 10 years now.
But the question said presently. Presently, we are not mates. Even our 5 academic graduates, we are still not mates. So I'm not trying to say.
Well, I'll come in here, Sha. For me, I think as a Liverpool fan, history matters to us.
Yeah, it does.
History matters. So,
it does.
For example, in Italy, I look at Napoli. Napoli, they only won 2 league titles when Maradona was there. And in Italy, they're still considered like a big club. They've not won league since Maradona left, though. But Napoli, if you watch Napoli, Juventus, they still say it's a big game, because that's the thing. Sometimes history matters. Might not be okay. They're not winning trophies like Arsenal. No, it's not like Arsenal. They still won FA Cup. Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, you guys have won most FA Cup now, right?
Yeah.
Won 3. Yeah.
Up to last season, Arsenal had won more trophies than Liverpool, for example. So like up to 2019, Arsenal were still winning trophies. Liverpool had like 6 years without winning. So I'm just saying that maybe in my own neutral opinion, I'll take Arsenal as a bigger club, even though Chelsea are the more successful club. Chelsea are the most successful. And if we're looking at worldwide fan base,
Yeah.
And if you're looking at mouth, Arsenal still have mouth. Forget about
the amount. That's what I'm always
Yeah, mouth will die.
the mouth.
Till we die. Till we die.
2018, I visited the London, UK. So one of my best friends in Calgary, Toby, we had an agreement. He hadn't been to London, so I always come to UK on my way to Nigeria. So we decided to just like go and see each other's stadium. We wore our jerseys, we went to go and visit. As what's his name? The first Emirates. But if you actually go past Highbury, I was so shocked. I was so shocked how close they were.
Yeah, no, it's not far, bro. It's like about 10 minutes.
So shocked.
Yeah.
Like again, being from Canada, I was so shocked. Like it was that close, you know.
Yeah.
So we got there. Beautiful stadium.
Honestly, I was about to say that's for me. Okay, maybe I've gone to like 5 stadiums, maybe total in England. Emirates by far the most beautiful by far.
Engineering, sound engineering.
Emirates fine die.
There's a box that
fine.
I reached at Miss level. I play to watch ball there. That box. They say Rihanna has come there. The Prince of Wales has been here. You know what's crazy about that box? If you sit down there, you can't even see fans. Just PlayStation field, you go see. That means they put it to. You don't need to see poppers, like you know. The stadium is top.
The stadium is sweet.
It is.
Once that was missing is their Europa Cups. So when we now left, we now said the next day we are obviously going to Stamford Bridge area. My boy was as soon as he saw our stadium, he has already started dissing us. Like right from the moment, see what is this? This one. When we went in, what I now found out on my 5th visit to Stamford Bridge was apparently Chelsea is one of the oldest grounds in the history of the English League. I had no idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So from the starting of our club, it's been on that ground.
Mm.
So it's actually quite interesting. And they were telling us each stand. And if you look at Chelsea Stamford Bridge, it's kind of an awkward sitting arrangement. Apparently, each stand was built at certain decades.
Yeah, different times. Yeah, I know.
So
I think that's why it's difficult for you guys to maybe expand. I think was it Battersea? There was something you guys were trying to move to a new stadium because you couldn't expand Stamford Bridge to a bigger capacity because it's like cramped in somewhere. So
yeah, it's cramped in.
So
they're still saying they want to use that same ground.
Oh, okay.
The plan was to use based on the stadium tour that we had. The plan is still to use that same ground. They're just going to buy more of the council flats around. Then expand. That was the idea. Yeah, that was the idea. Yeah. But no, Arsenal, honestly, on paper, yes, Arsenal's got more.
Yes, 60,000 seats at stadium.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Even out of that 60,000, there are some people that will come and be still shouting Wenger out and Kroenke out. Some of them, they don't
listen, fans right here. You always get angry fans, man. There's some crazy fans, some cool fans, man. You just go there all together. When you get there, you get to meet the crazy ones, you get to meet the cool ones. So it's just the way it is, man. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah.
What's your opinion about AFTV now? Let us give it a proper name. Sammy, what do you think things are getting better with them now that Emirates gone?
Yeah, to be honest with you, right here, I think AFTV right here will always be AFTV. Do you know what I mean? And it does not matter who is in charge of Arsenal, right? They always make, because they're the only fan channel we've got. Do you know what I mean? So and that platform gives the fans right here the right to speak out, the right to talk. You know, you can really express yourself. You can go there, you know, have a little chat, you know, and just tell the world what you think, how you feel about things. So that channel will always be there. You know, there's nothing anyone can do about it. That's the unified channel we've got. And I mean, people will say, oh yeah, when things are going bad, you know, they tend to make money and all that, which is just normal, you know, because if we lose against Bournemouth right here at home, right, and the fans are not happy about it, you know, even all our fans right here from different places want to see
what's going on, want to see. I confess.
So,
Exactly.
There you go. So the views right here, it's gonna be up there. You know what I mean? So it's just normal. But AFTV, will always be AFTV, right? And I don't think we should try and get rid of AFTV because that's the only platform we've got as fans, right? To speak out.
I have a question for you, Sammy. Do you see AFTV as being toxic?
No, I don't.
What about you, Ola?
I do not. No.
For me, I don't think I don't think what they say on AFTV contributes to toxicity. I think what contributes is if you carry it into the stadium and you're now toxic during the match.
They've made them AFTV has single-handedly done the propaganda of hiring two managers.
But
listen.
But those two managers.
What that channel has done right here is trying, convey the fans' opinion, about certain things right here. Because sometimes right here, the board, the people in charge, right, they need to feel how the fans feel. They need to see what the fans go through. Do you know what I mean? They need to hear what they go through. Yeah, for them to be able to make decisions and see, okay, you know what, something's not going on. Because with them, right, all they think about is just money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once they're making money, they don't give two monkeys about anything else. And the money comes from the fans. You see fans right here spending probably close to £7,000 a year just to go see games and all that. Do you know what I mean? And that's not
merchandise.
Okay, sorry, that's in box 7,000. That's in box for those people that used to say that guy. Yeah. Their box apparently is 300 grand for a seat and 5-year waiting list.
Wow, 5-year waiting list. Yeah.
I was shocked when they said it. I was like,
I'm telling you, bro.
It's all about the money.
Exactly. So if the fans are spending that much right here on match ticket and all that, and whatnot, right? Why wouldn't those fans have voices? Do you know what I mean? They need to be able to. They need to be able to tell the board what's going on. Say, listen, we're not happy with what's going on. Change what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
For me, well, like I said, I don't disagree with the concept of AFTV. What I was thinking is, okay, during the match, don't be negative because it might affect the players. Like it contributes to poor player performances because players are human beings. They feel it sometimes, even if you don't yab them. But the way people would say, oh, or groan, or the way people just it can affect them. So you can be negative outside on AFTV, but maybe during the match, don't be negative. That's my very nice. And I also sorry, just to finish up, there was one point I was going to make when you're talking about fans and money and everything. Fans have power because I remember just before they sacked Emery, the Europa League match Arsenal had, there were like maybe probably 15,000 empty seats. When owners of clubs start seeing that number of empty seats, let me tell you, they get scared. It happened with Liverpool. When we had Roy Hodgson, and they didn't date period like, oh, we won't sack it. Roy Hodgson. When the fans started staying away, and they started seeing 10,000 empty seats, 15,000 empty seats, they wake up.
Yeah. So my things right here is I'm not a fan of people, going online, or through any network to abuse players or try and bully players or whatever. I'm not a fan of that. Do you know what I mean? But when you come on AFTV, just say your mind, go away. Don't go on that private, whatever they've got and start texting them or messaging them or whatever, saying, oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna die or whatever. Those are not my things. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan.
That's too far. That's going too far. Yeah.
Exactly. But fan TV, right, is here to stay, bro. You know what I mean? Fan TV is the best platform for fans around the world now. Because fans are here to stay, and the fan TVs are here to stay as well too. So
Idris, do you guys have an equivalent in Chelsea?
We've got, but it's not as we've got a different version. I was about to say, FTV has created something that did not exist before, and if you're talking about the fans that are even in my opinion close to the owner, I would say Chelsea is one of those. I think there are very few. Maybe Newcastle and Mike Ashley relationship, Chelsea Abramovich relationship, the Suprabha City and the owners relationship. It's kind of unique. But when you have a corporate kind of setup like United has got and Arsenal has got, there's a massive disconnect between the fan base and the hierarchy of the football club. Chelsea at one point in time we had that issue. Then we had Marina come in, obviously. Yeah, then
Emenalo left.
Emenalo left. There was a moment where it was almost like it didn't matter how much Abramovich spent. Some of these coaches just didn't meet expectations, whatever happened. But Abramovich knew or felt when the fans were not happy. The Chelsea board were very in tune to Chelsea fans, and we did not have a powerful tool like AFTV. For AFTV to get so toxic, with banners flying across the stadium, everything, I mean, in the stadium, it meant that there was a necessity for that to be born. And now there's a powerful platform that I'm just here. I do not trash the platform because I know what powerful, use it is for. But like Sami said, I'm also wary of the toxicity and also how people can just misuse what it's used for, because it becomes tough on the players. It's even become it could be used to pitch fans against fans, which is scary. So but aside that, I'm a fan of it, and I think if used well, they have done something like that Newcastle will wish.
No problem. Nice. So we've covered that too, and we're just going straight to the score prediction for that match, Chelsea Arsenal. Where do you think the match will go? I mean, in terms of tactics, in terms of results, in terms of players.
Arsenal is winning. Finish.
See this guy. Have you given up on Frankie Ball? Have you given up on Frankie Ball?
I think the thing about Chelsea, right, is at home, right? Chelsea are not that really good at home, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah, and they've been a bit shaky at home, and if you look at that, though Arsenal as well, man, we're not good away as well. You know what I mean? We've been shit for a while away. So I'm literally. Bro, how do you know that? I'm going for 100%.
I just guessed.
I will take a draw. I tell you that. Bro, I will take a draw straight away.
It's Aubameyang back.
No, it's not back.
So if Aubameyang was back,
hey, careful. Martinelli is good. Martinelli is very good. He's good. Martinelli is good.
He's good. But me, I will tell you, I'm not worried about an opposing team's quality against Chelsea. I am worried about Chelsea's disastrous performance against Chelsea. That's the issue. Like, the only reason I mention Aubameyang, okay, that's a standout talent that can kill us. It's like saying, is De Bruyne injured or Salah injured or Mane injured or let me put him, Harry Kane. Standout talent. These guys can injure anybody. Martinelli, he go do okay. Now he makes the Chelsea just graduate as far as I'm concerned.
But let me tell you one thing right now. Like I said, right, has not scored in a while. He's gonna score against you guys.
Whoa!
No,
I'm telling you. Write it down, bro.
I like this kind of talk. I like this kind of talk.
It's gonna start right, yeah. The year.
Sammy's feeling
his own personal year against you guys, man. I'm telling you,
Sammy is saying it based on it feels good. Me, I'm saying it based on our way. That like this is our way. You cannot understand. Like, I know a player that has no form will show up to Stamford Bridge. The God will go. And he bang a trick. It is a normal thing at Chelsea. Or if that player still cannot even find the net, he will tear shots going corner. Rudiger or somebody will help him.
They will tear shots going corner.
Corner. Somebody will help him deflect it back to the net. Like, that is us right now. Like, it no matter what you do, it's just.
But seriously, right? Yeah, it's kind of calming, right? Yeah, I'm kind of happy, right? Seeing a Chelsea fan, right? Yeah, right. Chelsea, they're 4 on the table, bro.
Honestly, they're 4
on the table, bro. Arsenal, man, we're dying right now, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, what is he on about? Like, is he all right? Bro,
our standards are too high.
Bro, right now, yeah, I'll take your spot right now. I tell you that.
Honestly.
I'll gladly take your spot right now.
Wait, here's the thing. I understand, and I'm not trying to sound like one of those fans that is not appreciative of where we are. It is when Frankie came in, you know me, I was a pro Frankie midway through Sarri's ending. I was one of those people that Sarri gave me nightmares. I have never met a human in my life. I have never seen a brain function like that. It bothers me. How can a human being be that so dogged? Like, it's not normal. It's not normal. And apparently he's a nice guy.
He is, yeah.
As an African, they don't beat us for house where we don't change opinion, even we don't agree. They don't beat us. Change this thing. To understand. So as a child, you're like, I'm just doing it because my parents will beat me. Fine, we've agreed. But that guy is if they told me what will happen if you don't beat your child, I'll point at Sari. I'm like, that's what's going to happen. If you don't beat your child, it's going to turn out like Sari. Like, he's so dogged. So for me, it's not like I'm against Frankie Ball. I'm sorry. Like, I'm ranting. It's like I'm against Frankie Ball. The project is too far ahead of where it's supposed to be. And I think it has created, and I'm glad for the euphoria. I'm glad for the positive atmosphere and the aura in the bridge. Very proud of it. It's pushed the boys who have been in the club since age 8 years old, and we have 6 full-time players, 6 that in the team constantly, and we have other ones. If Ruben Loftus-Cheek join now, he'll be the 7th. That means he 7. Really good. So how many teams can boast of that? And put in mind, Emenalo was one that started this thing, and if you listen to all the other people, they'll have said, no, don't do this. So we are looking at the championship team outperforming where they are supposed to be, and everybody are looking at Tammy Abraham, like as your coach said in the beginning of the season. Tammy Abraham was best at least $20 million and 20 million pounds kind of player, right? Mason Mount, same thing. Amori, who even heard of him? They see other things. Now you want to go and price Mason Mount 50 mil, 60 mil. Tammy Abraham, 15 goals this season, is easily entering 17 mil.
Yeah.
Right. So those are the kind of I would say kind of like growth we've made, but we cannot also as a people forget the fact that this project is way too far ahead, and there's a lot of deadwood that need to leave the club. Even one of the best players, Willian, he's so inconsistent. Today, he's an example.
Yeah, I watched him today. I saw him today. Decision making is so erratic. Decision making is erratic.
And if you look at decision making and Hudson-Odoi's decision making, there's almost 10 years gap between these people, and you're wondering why you a senior player.
Abi, you're doing the same thing like Hudson-Odoi is doing.
you know what I'm saying, right? So we're too far ahead. There's too many deadwoods that need to leave, and we're going to suffer next year because everybody's going to take us more seriously. We're probably going to make it, but I want us to stick to it because Liverpool, Leicester City are the template of long-lasting success.
Okay, so your final answer is still Chelsea defeat to Arsenal.
Yeah, Chelsea defeat to Arsenal.
Well, I think this is a first. This is a record on this our podcast. I don't think any fan has ever, even Man United fans no matter how bad they are, they'll predict that they will win every match. But this is a first.
But I will expect you to
honest, right?
Sammy.
And he's just trying to be honest and just see things from a different angle, right? Because with me, right, even if I know we're gonna lose, right, I don't want to say out. You know what I mean? I want to come out and say we're going to lose. No. I would rather give us a draw or something like that. For him, right, he's been honest and all that. He's saying, from what he's seen and everything, right, he thinks we're going to win. Well, I'll take that. But for me, I think it's going to be a draw. It's going to end the draw.
It doesn't mean
I won't
show you during the game. I will come for you. I
inform me shit. And Chelsea, right, their own form is not that good. So I'm going for a draw, 100%. That's my thing anyway.
Yeah, I say a draw too. To be honest, I think it might be a draw too. I think it might be a draw.
Did you see the way we consider the goal today?
Yeah, the goalkeeper asks questions, man. Keeper, that your goalkeeper. That guy.
Goalkeeper Rudiger, a senior player. Did you see what he just literally escorted that ball to the other person's head?
Yeah, but goalkeeper should be coming for that. Goalkeeper should be coming for that ball.
Alisson will come out for that. De Gea will come out for that. He never does, and he's still growing. Another thing again, if you look at the game we lost against Bournemouth, go and look at when we considered the goal, similar to today. The game we lost to, I believe, who was Southampton or so, right? Okay.
Yeah, you lost at home to Southampton 2-0.
So what they do is they play low block and they keep looping the ball. It's a matter of time. Somebody will lose concentration, will concede. Arsenal are not ashamed to try it, but they'll play the Arteta way, and they are rigid. Now the only fear is, I can agree where Sam is coming, maybe a tie in the sense that like we will attack and Arteta is to attack. But Arsenal are sent out to defend. They are not conceding stupid goals like before. They still don't have the personnel, but they are not conceding like before. If you watch today's game, the moment Willian is clueless, our wingers are clueless, Tammy Abraham doesn't get the ball, it means we just keep going side to side, and if you are smart enough to keep pumping the ball forward, something will happen with Chelsea. It's not once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times this season. Something will happen. So when it gets to that at 80 minutes, there's no point dwelling.
Well, it's commendable that we have such refreshing honesty from Sammy and Idris today. So we thank you guys for joining us on this podcast once again. Mate. We had a lot of things to laugh at. I had serious discussion. So this is the way it should be: serious discussion and a lot of laughter. And we thank you guys for coming on. And hopefully, we get to see a good match on Tuesday. So thank you guys for joining us. And we'll talk to you guys soon again. Bye.